Hey everyone, it's DJ. I found this hilarious Star Wars crochet finger puppets kit at my local Ollie store. It was $20 and I got it for $3.99. So that is fun. I've never actually done many of these crochet kits because I just crochet myself, or I look up patterns, or I make up my own patterns. So I've only done a couple of them and never a finger puppet one. And so this will be fun. This will be an adventure. You get the little book, full color. Looks pretty good. Oh, it tells you how to do the stitches. That's nice. Tips, techniques, more stitches, assembly. And so the first one we're gonna do is Luke Skywalker. So we have a bunch of black. This is like, it feels like cotton. Nice thin cotton. We have, I think this is stuffing that's been air compressed. Yeah, it's the weird stuffing that's like really, yeah, I don't know if I want to use this. I have a bunch of the fiber fill because this stuff is weird. I don't know about that. They do give us a hook and some eyes. Wait, which ones? Oh, I thought it was all of these. I thought we were gonna make all of these. I was wrong. It only for Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Oh, I was like, why are there only 2 sets of eyes? Okay. But I think the book, do we get all the instructions? Yeah, we get all the instructions. So if you found yarn of the correct colors, you could totally make all of these. So I will end up making all of these, I think, because that would be fun. They just might be a little bit different sizes because this is quite thin. And I just have a lot of regular yarn. So we get a 2.25 millimeter hook. Let's get into this. So it's called fingering weight cotton. Is this cotton yarn. So this is beige and this has to be nude. So 6 single crochets in a magic ring and pull to tighten. 2 single crochet in each stitch around, making 12 stitches. I'm going to leave quite a long tail because we're going to sew this on later. There's our lid. So now we need the beige. Loosely chain 24 and single crochet in the first chain to form a circle, and then 1 in each one around. And then we're going to do this 24 stitches, single crochets around for up until round 6. Here is what rows 1 through 7 are looking like. It had me change to white for row 7, and then strangely enough it says to go back to beige for just a couple rows and then go back to white. So I'm going to finish up the body portion and then it will have us go and work with the head and then the collar, more of the head, the shirt tail, 2 arms, the hair, and the assembly. So this is a lengthy process. Here is the finished body portion of the pattern from here to here, and we attached that first little lid portion to the very top here with single crochets, and it went a little weird because my stitches got tighter, up on the very top of the body, and when I put the lid on, it's kind of weird, but we're just gonna go with it. And now we'll start the head. Here is what we have so far for the head. We did all of these. We did the collar, which was a little tricky, but it worked out and it looks pretty good. And then we did these 10 rounds straight up. And now we are at the point of inserting the eyes. So here are our little safety eyes, and it says to insert them between rounds 26 and 27 and space them 8 stitches apart. Now, if this is round 34, that doesn't really work. I'm just going to go off the picture here. I think that looks right. It's centered over the collar. Yeah. Now it says with our tapestry needle and the red yarn, straight stitch a little mouth like right here. It's kind of a smirk. I'm going to leave a pretty long tail so that I can tie a knot. This picture looks angry, and this one is more of a smile. Mine's more happy, so I like that. Okay, eyes and mouth are done. And this is making me really nervous about how little there is left of this, but I guess we'll see. I mean, if worst comes to worst, we can use this for the top of the head because it's going to be covered by the hair anyway. Oh, also, it asks us to do eyebrows in the instructions. In the photo, 0 eyebrows on any of the photos. And, you know, I think it's better to not do eyebrows because it's too easy to make them look angry or concerned, or, you know, eyebrows are tricky. So I'm not going to do the eyebrows. Here's where we start decreasing. So 4 single crochets and an invisible decrease 6 times. We made it to round 37, and let's start stuffing the head. It says stuff it firmly. I do not like the texture of this. Ugh. It is not like regular polyfill. This is like, ugh. This is like the cheap spiderwebby stuff. Alright, that's pretty good. Now we're going to, we're going to have maybe just enough yarn. They're cutting it really close. Well, it was right. The amount of yarn was just barely right, but it did work. Now it's asking us to do the shirt tail. So flip the body upside down and join the white in this remaining front loop of round 7. So single crochet around, and then we're going to increase. We're just making this little shirt tail here. This little shirt tail came out absolutely adorable, and it does like lay flat nicely because on round 3 we just do single crochets all the way around, so it kind of helps it fall flatter instead of flaring out. So that is super cool. But now I just realized that we have to make arms, and the little hands are supposed to be the nude color, and guess how much nude color we have left? Yeah. So that was a fail of this kit. So all we can do is use like the shirt color for the hands, and I don't know, pretend he's wearing gloves or something. It'll be okay. It's just a little bit, and then it's white sleeves. So we're just gonna go with that. So we're gonna make 2 arms, and we're not even going to stuff them. They're just gonna be flat, and then we're going to sew them by hand on each side. Here he is with both arms, super cute. I just sewed them quickly just beneath the collar here. Now we get to attach the hair, which I already made. And this is kind of hilarious and kind of genius how they designed this. It's just a flat circle with 18 single crochets, and then there's 18 of these strands of differing lengths. So these ones were chain 19 and then single crochet back up them. And then like the bangs here, or the front hairs are shorter. So now it says just to pin it and then sew down each strand, but leave the very end so it kind of curls up like the picture. I'm gonna get these hairs centered over the eyes, and I'm just gonna grab some of the top of the head and just go all the way around, making sure these lay flat and neatly next to each other, and then we'll be done. Here he is, all complete. Look how adorable this is. The hair went on pretty well. It did take quite a bit of time to sew all these strands down, but they did connect nicely. There's no like gaping bald spots, and it is pretty cute that the little ends like curl up for a little bit of curl on the hair, and it looks very close to the picture, which I am excited about. So this was super fun. The kit was not perfect, and they didn't include enough of this color of yarn, and when I actually looked in the package, they gave us 2 different sized eyes for the Darth Vader character, which has all the yarn for it, so I have to use my own eyes when I make that one. But otherwise, I am pretty pleased with this. I think it would be super fun to make these, all these characters, because there's a bunch of them. And I would think it'd be fun to make them with regular sized yarn instead of this small stuff, and even like stuff this and maybe even put a weight so they're just all like plushies that can just sit. And let's see, there's Yoda and Han Solo and Leia, all the characters. It would be super fun to make these in a larger size, especially Jabba the Hutt. I think that would be hilarious. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with this, and the really cheap price tag on this kit was worth it just really for this book. Even though they only gave us the materials for 2 of the characters, this was still really fun, and I'm definitely keeping this book. These would make super fun gifts for kids or friends or family who love Star Wars, and to make them larger and maybe alter some of the colors and even like include accessories like little lightsabers or something. That would be super fun. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. Thanks for watching.